Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. The jet sweep pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. On the run, it's Hampton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to pass, it's Criswell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, what a grab by the defense!
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Hampton. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Criswell. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Where is the defensive gap?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. He'll take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He chucks one out to the right. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking for room, it's Hampton. Shakes off the tackler. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They feed him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking downfield. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in there. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he's so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UNC!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Here comes the two-point try.
Single. Set. Ready.
To the air. It's Criswell. Escapes the sack. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we play because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. Floating away. He's going to run it. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Hampton.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're getting this guy lathered up. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Steps away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Unleashes one deep. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Criswell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Shakes off the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Criswell. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off and pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Simon.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his feet.
Keeps the legs moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Wants to throw on third. Holds it in. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie.
Let's go.
Snap in the shotgun. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Criswell. Buying some time. He'll let one go down the right side.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll fire to his right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Brings it down on the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. That's caught. It's Hampton. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hampton. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run it.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's looking on the right side. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Dropping back, it's Criswell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got 1st and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to pound it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal.
You know, teams practice 2-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. He's Trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 300